What's going on, everybody? It's Ron Comes in Handy Tradesman Services and Solutions. I got an update for a video I just did. I probably haven't posted it yet, but hopefully I did. Of this new client I'm working with is a property management, and it's not going well. In the last video I was talking about, and I put the details in the top right corner. But what happened was a new client contacted me. They're like a property management, and they wanted me to do an inspection for this foreclosure house. Call the cops and everything because there's report squatters. Then they asked me to go to this other property to do inspection, but I couldn't get in because it was boarded up and the code that they gave me didn't work. So I charged them. They said it would be $60, and the houses were fairly close to me. They're like 2 minutes away from me. And the $60, I did it on a Thursday. And they didn't pay me until like next Thursday, and they kept on saying, oh, there's a technical difficulties with the payment. Can you send your Cash App? One thing I don't like is like, if you're like a business, especially like a property management, like Cash App kind of looks sketchy to me, honestly, because Cash App, once you send that money, you can't get that money back. You know, it's not like Venmo, where I think you kind of dispute it because Venmo's owned by PayPal. But yeah, so they finally paid me. I had to email them back and say, hey, when's this payment going to be resolved? And they actually paid me through Cash App. Then they called me again. They said, hey, and because they wanted me to do some more work, I said, hey, until you guys pay me, I'm not going to do this work. I'm not going to do this extra work. They said, okay, I understand. And so they finally paid me. Then, you know, they called me. They said, hey, can you do these lawns at these two properties? One is about 40 minutes away from me. The other one is the house I did for the inspection. So today, I'm here today. Today, I went to the furthest one, which is 40 minutes away. And come to find out, he calls me. I sent him an email because there's a lockbox on the doorknob, and there's a lock on the gate. He texts me. He says, hey, yeah, or I call him. I email him and I said, hey, what's the lockbox code? He finally calls me back. He goes, oh, sorry, yeah, I just found out that the bank had took the property away. The bank owns it now, so you don't have to do the lawn. I said, okay. I need to get compensated for this travel time. Oh, yeah, we can't do it, but I assure you we can give you more work. All right, dude. I had to tell him, like, look, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. This is the second technical issue I've had with you, working with you, and we only worked twice together. So how do I know that this? I had to tell him this. I said, how do I know this is not gonna happen again? Oh, I can assure you. I was like, okay. I said, if I do these jobs today, when can I get paid? Can I get paid today? He's like, no. Oh, maybe on Monday. I said, all right, dude, look, I can't go by maybe. I need a guaranteed. Maybe doesn't work for my business, because I can guarantee you work. I can guarantee you the work will be completed by me because I've done it. You know I have. But you don't have a good track record right now of paying me on time. And he's like, oh yeah, my manager. I was like, look, you need to talk to your manager and tell him I need to be compensated for this travel time, or I'm not going to do it. So we eventually worked it out that the travel time that I did today to this property will go into the work I'm going to do for these other two properties. So I told him I need like at least $40-50 for traveling out here, because it's 40 minutes away, and I'm just going to include that into the work that's going to be done today. So that's how we're going to work it. But these people are sketchy. I go to their, first off, like, there's a property management, right? One of the guys' emails ends with a gmail.com. But I see the website, and the website looks sketchy as hell too, because the website is not finished. I don't know if you guys ever use like Squarespace or like Wix or anything, but they give you like a template of the website, and it tells you how to fill it out, like these, like certain sections. It shows the default like description of how to fill that section out on the website. I'll probably post it up. I'm like, yeah, these guys look sketchy as hell. Like, the website's not even finished. And every time he calls me, this is the third number he has called me from, a different number. Every time he calls me, my phone picks up as a scam. And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's not looking good. You did pay me, but like, why my phone picking up as scam? So yeah, I don't know, guys. They did pay me for the last job, but now it's like it's too many things. And I most definitely think I'll drop these people because it's just not going well for me. This is probably like the most unprofessional, scam likely property management I've encountered. So yeah, so I'm about to head back over to this other property. He's about to send me details on this lawn cut, then this other one. And I'm gonna say this. It's gonna sound kind of prejudiced or stereotypical, but the guy's name is something. His last name is Rodriguez. The dude sounds straight Middle Eastern. He has a heavy accent. I'm like, you don't sound like a Rodriguez. So yeah, we're about to head to the property. I'll let you guys know the update on that.
20 minutes later.
Okay, guys, I thought about it, and I told the guy that I would do these other jobs, but I have to take my own advice. I know if I was to tell this to somebody else, like if somebody else had the same situation that I had, I would tell them don't do the job. So I'm about to send them an email and do as professional as I can and just tell them something like, hey, the work relationship is not meeting my company's standards. Thank you for the opportunity, and have a nice day, something like that. Yeah, because just the experience, I've only had a week experience with them, and it is not meeting my expectations in the type of business that I want to run. And you have to start thinking like a business, right? That's why there's some clients I'm cutting off, or I'm changing how I work with them. There's like 2 clients where I'm like, okay, I need a down deposit right now because they have been like taking my kindness for advantage, and they'll pay me when they want to pay me, or they're always trying to ask for a discount. So, and that's not the type of business I want to run. I know my quality of work, I know my worth. So when I give you a price, I already know I'm giving you a good price. Don't try to ask for a even better one because you're not going to get it. So give me what I'm worth, or if not, find somebody else, and I'm okay with that because there'll be some other people who will value my work and value my time and value me. So again, to recap, the business looks sketchy. When he calls me, it's off of actually I should show you how he started off the conversation. He sent me a text first. So I'm like, hey buddy, this and this and that. I'll show like all the screenshots of how the conversation went. But again, like it just started off bad. And this is probably like a startup company. And now that I think about it, I told you guys that when he calls, it comes up as a spam caller, right? And I'm thinking about it, like the quality of the sound of the call is worse than even like a Zoom call or like a Facebook audio. And I thought about it as like, he's probably using an app to where he gets free calls, and that's why it sounds so bad. And that's why the times I've talked to him, it's been 3 different numbers, and each number came up as a spam caller. The second thing is the email. The email ends, one of his emails ends with at gmail.com. Another email ends with it starts with an admin at whatever LLC.com, right? But when you go to that website, the website is like not finished. It looks like something they just threw up. And it was like AI generated, and they didn't even feel like all the sections of the website, because it still shows like the default description. It says, oh, in this box you put the description of your company and why it counts as. I'm like, oh wow, like, and then at the bottom, if you're really legit, sometimes websites, like when you do like a free website, it'll say powered by Wix or powered by Squarespace, right? If you get like the full, like, if you pay for the full service, it wouldn't say that. It'll say like trademark, copyright, and then your website, right? So, Yeah, and then I forgot to tell you guys earlier, but they tried to send me out to do a job that's 30 to 45 minutes away from me. The job was, we need you to go and clean out the debris underneath the sink. We'll give you $30. What? No. 30 bucks barely covers my gas. No. So I have to take my own advice and say, you know what? This is not working for my company, my business. Thank you for the opportunities, but no. And then just today, just put the icing on the top, icing on the cake. Yesterday, when I spoke to you, you owned the property. Today, you just found out that the bank took the property away from you. And you're telling me that you had technical issues again? Nah, can't do it. So I have to, like I said, I have to take my own advice, and I'll tell you guys the same thing. Know what type of business you want to run, and stand on that. Don't take just any job. Not all money is good money. Have a standard for yourself, have expectations. I didn't take that $30 job because I know I'm worth more than that. I tell almost all my clients, hey, minimum my service call is $115 for within the first hour. Every hour after that, we can talk about, depending on what job it is. It'll either be $50 an hour. I don't go no lower than 50. It'll be 50, 70, 60, whatever I choose. But service call, whatever job I'm coming out with for, is $115 at least, minimum, starting. And this property management, just if they're even a legit company, wasn't meeting my standards. And then I just thought about it. They're probably they're probably just started and they're trying to acquire these properties real fast and try to flip them real quick before the bank takes it away from them. Like they probably, they're probably not real estate, whatever. They know the ins and outs of how to get these foreclosure properties, and they're looking for startup businesses that want to make money real quick and everything. So yeah, so it just wasn't for me, man. So I had to several times with that, and I don't feel bad at all. Like just the week that I've been working with them, it's just been a headache, a hassle. Just like, it's not worth it for me. So yeah, guys, again, don't take just any job, and do your research on these companies too. And companies, do your research on these companies too. But I'm out, guys. Thank you.